Peter the Great among goalkeepers reaches a monumental milestone today as he equals Bobby Moore's record of 108 England caps. And depending partly on the result this afternoon, he could go on to challenge Pat Jennings' world record of 119 internationals if Shilton and England go to Italy. Well, trying to stop them taking a step along that road is 24-year-old Jarosław Bako, Poland's 6'4" goalkeeper, who was discovered by the man that Wembley will never forget, Poland's 1973 hero Jan Tomaszewski. He spotted Bako in the lower divisions and took him to his old club, LKS Łódź. Beardsley. This is Webb. Furtok, a good touch, and this is dangerous. The spare player was Vias, and Furtok away on the right. And he's got Leszniak in the middle, and they're coming up from midfield in numbers. Well, there was a pertinent reminder there of what Poland can be like on the break. But Shilton has got Waddle away. Robson's just inside him. Waddle goes again. Mateschik. Oh, Lineker! And Waddle! And Bako saved it. It's Lineker again. Can Webb get there? He can. Well, possibilities there at either end. Vias. Urban. Now, Beardsley. It's a good tackle by Robson, and Lineker's away, and Lineker's onside, and this is going to be a free kick and a booking for sure. And the yellow card comes out, and Bako, the goalkeeper, denies England the opening goal in this World Cup tie with a cynical challenge on Gary Lineker. Robson won it for Beardsley, and Lineker was just onside, and he was through and away. Took the goalkeeper on, and just look at that.
Well, there's no question when you get an incident like that, it's so stopped a certain goal that the goalkeeper should be going off to an early shower. There's no question that it cost England a goal. Gary Lineker had wrong-footed him, he was past him, he had an open goal. There was 100% certainty that the ball was going to end up in the net. And here we have a free kick on the edge of the area, which is sort of a 50-50 opportunity.
Beardsley. Well, I'm afraid no justice there really for England. And the boos echoing round Wembley are aimed at the goalkeeper, Stevens. And again. Beardsley. England with 6 players pushed well forward in this attack. Webb looks for Lineker. Good cross. Barnes! It's a goal kick. Barnes says corner. Leszniak. Opening here, perhaps. It was Urban's shot, and Pearce who scrambled it away from Vashika. So a corner to Poland, and they'll send both their centre-backs forward, Wojcicki and Łukasik, 3 and 5 respectively. And Leszniak heads it back, and that was a real chance for Urban. Peter Shilton entitled to shout at the players in front of him. What they were allowing doing Leszniak, giving Leszniak so much room on this side, I've no idea. He had so much room to head that back in, and it's Jan Urban who comes in for the second header, and Trevor Brooking, he might well have scored.
Well, it's the same old tale. Leszniak, one of the smaller forwards, you worry about the big men, and there he was coming up late, but it was the first header by little Leszniak, who nobody picked up, left him completely unmarked.
Here's Barnes. And Lineker! And Lineker, surely! It's in! England have taken the lead. And the scourge of Poland in Monterrey, Gary Lineker, brings smiles to English faces again. John Barnes with the pass. Lineker into the goalkeeper first time. And then from a tight angle, right foot, that's over the line as Brian Robson dives in. And England have taken the lead. Just when we really needed it. Beardsley to take the corner, Butcher behind Barnes. Barnes, Webb! Good save by the goalkeeper from Neil Webb. Close to being 2-0 to England there. Lineker, good touch to Waddle. Webb. Lineker again. I think it's now safe to say that the sharpness has returned after that debilitating illness of Gary Lineker's that affected him not just in the European Championships, but for much of this season as well. But how he enjoys playing in the centre rather than on the right wing, where Johan Cruyff has kept him for much of the season for Barcelona. He's thriving on this service. Bobby Robson down on the bench as we approach half-time. That was Vashika to Maticic. Vashika again, number 10. It's good play. Oh, and Prusik! And a brilliant header by Walker. This is Leshniak. It's not over yet, the danger. It is now, but right on half-time, Des Walker saves Bobby Robson's team with a header which may yet prove priceless. And Vashika got round the outside. It was Prusik with his header, and Walker got that away. Well, they'll argue about whether this was going in or not. This angle may be a clearer indication. Well, certainly it was too close for England's comfort. Well, it's a World Cup tie which to many people is so vital, and yet it's England's match for much of the time, but the Poles still threatening when they get the chance to catch England a man short here and there. So heavily of England press forward. This is Vodovchik. Vias, Maticic. And Leshniak. And Urban. Well, that's two chances for Jan Urban. This is a corner, it was deflected. Des Walker again making a vital interception. And Jan Urban, who had that header over the bar in the first half, Walker definitely threw himself in. Koszewski, nice turn. And he's got three others up with him. Now, can John Barnes make something of this? The Poles themselves now having to get back hurriedly. Well, they're only Beardsley and Lineker up there so far. He's waiting for the other midfield players. And eventually he finds Waddle on the other wing. And still Waddle. Good effort. From Chris Waddle. Well, the Polish goalkeeper has shown that even if he's not performing the heroics of Tomaszewski, he's still pretty useful. This is Waddle. Lineker, that's a good touch. Stevens now, can he get a quality cross in? He can, Barnes! Yes! That's the goal we wanted! And it's the goal that might lead the victory here. The Poles down and deflated, and England celebrate. Gary Stevens here, made up for any earlier crosses that didn't go his way. It was a beautiful ball, and Barnes at the far post to finish it off. 2-0 to England, and you can feel the sense of relief and release all the way around the stadium. The Poles will make their second substitution now. Chris Waddle into Gary Lineker. What a glorious build-up this was. Stevens brought into play. Superb cross, great finish. This is Webb. Barnes. Rocastle. And still took two to stop him. And here's Lineker, a terrible back pass. Rocastle, Smith, no, Webb, 3. And Poland commits suicide in defence. And England's World Cup hopes very much alive now. Sir Alf Ramsey applauds the goal. And Neil Webb, as the goalkeeper holds his head in dismay, makes it 3-0 to England. An easy goal for Webb, but a dreadful mistake here by Wojcicki, the number 3. He presented that to Gary Lineker. Rocastle across the goal. Smith couldn't get it, but Neil Webb certainly could. And now Webb, and the break is on. Lineker's in the middle, Rocastle is out on the right. Rocastle's cross, Lineker brought it down well. Smith, Robson's in there too. Oh, unlucky. Well, what a nice finish that would have been for the captain and for England. Brian Robson still with the energy to get in where it hurts, and his namesake would appreciate that.
So England consolidate their position at the top of the group. Only the top team automatically qualifies for the finals, but the runners-up can qualify depending on their record in comparison with other groups. And if it comes to that, England still look well placed. So a good day for England, a good day for Lineker in particular, and of course for Bobby Robson.
I would say this about Gary Lineker's performance actually today. I mean, he's got a vital goal from an acute angle, but I thought it was one of his best games he's ever had for us. With his general contribution, his leading of the line, knitting in things, sensible play around him, held the ball well, knocked it back, spun, good centre-forward play. He was always lively and threatening, and he's had strikes at goal here. But it really was one of his best footballing displays that he's actually given us and that I've seen from him.
Well, I thought I played quite well. It's a lot easier when the team plays well. We played really well today, and it's a lot easier for the front men when that happens. Of course, it's important the manager says that because he's the one who picks the side. So if he's happy, then I'm delighted.
And your goal, you didn't have a very big angle to aim at, did you?
No, it was very tight. It bounced back at me quick. I never had time to even look up to see if there was anyone in the middle. I saw I had just about enough angle, and it brought back memories a little bit of one I missed against Holland. So fortunately, I've improved from that one.
You took a bit of a battering too.
Yes, well, when I'm playing on the continent, I sort of get used to that. It's man-for-man marking. I think my experience through man-for-man marking has helped me considerably in international football. And the clattering's is part of it. You just have to ignore it and get on with it.
I mean, when you win 3-0 against this type of level, that's a very good result. You can't ask for anything better than that. I would have been eminently satisfied at 2-0. 1 would have done in a way, although it was always going to be tight. 3-0 is very commendable to the players, and I think they've given a good crowd here, which I'm absolutely delighted with. Something to go home with and for, and put a few smiles, I think, on their faces, so we're pleased about that as well.